Hello everyone and welcome back to my candid world. This video, as the title says, is kind of a little check-in on my journey at college so far. Just a little chat, a little girl to girl, just a little something that wasn't really prompted by anything. I was just like, it's been a little while since I uploaded a video, and well, I'm not, there's like YouTuber rules where I'm like not supposed to say that in case people are watching this at a different time from like when it's posted, but that's okay. That's okay. Anywho, in this video, we'll be doing a little update about college, just really talking about things very generally, little tips, little tricks, and just a little overall update of what's happening in my life. Yeah. So I have a few bullet points of things, little one sentences that I'd like to talk about to some capacity. And I guess I'll start with gratitude and self-care. I'm honestly doing so much better at college than I was at high school. I don't know, I've got my group of people that I'm hanging out with right now. I know people like to be all pessimistic about friend groups formed in the first year, but if we can make it through midterms, we might just make it through all 4 years. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty easy to stay friends with people. It just really depends on who you end up around and who you end up with. But putting that aside, I'm grateful for just a lot of things in my life. The fact that I'm able to go to the school that I'm at right now, that I can pursue so many opportunities, really just take the chance to learn whatever I want. I'm not really stressing myself about majors or anything like that. Really, the classes that I'm taking right now, none of them are directly related to my major at all. I guess because I don't really have a declared major yet, right? I'm a freshman. But I guess psychology is somewhat related. I'm grateful for being alive, for having enough resources to buy the things that I like and not just the things that I need, to be able to set myself up for a future and a life that objectively is going to be better than, the lives of like my parents and grandparents and such. I'm so excited for the next 4 years are gonna take me. I don't know, I tend to have a knack for succeeding. And as far as self-care, that's manifested in a few different ways. I journal now. I do a little daily journal with the app Day One that I've started, and I have a little streak going right now. I have an 11-day streak happening right now in Day One, so I'm trying to keep that going and just see how that affects my life. I'm hoping to start meditating again, but one thing that has brought me stability through these days is really sticking to waking up at 9 a.m. every day, doing the same system that gets me to arrive to my classes on time. Waking up at 9, brushing my teeth, washing my face, flossing, doing my skincare, getting dressed, and making sure I'm out by 9:40 for my 10 a.m. class. Being able to do that and repeat that system daily has brought me, I don't know, I have a routine and I can stick to the routine, and the routine is helping me in many different aspects of my life. What's really great about having my first class be at 9 a.m. and not having to travel like 40 minutes like I would have had to in high school is I can actually rest more. I'm getting an average of 7 to 8 hours of sleep because it's like a 10-minute walk to my class. I'm honestly flourishing. I'm making sure to adhere to my system also in terms of doing assignments and doing studying. At first, there's a little bit of struggle with that because I was adjusting to being in college. I was adjusting to the freedom and just the lack of regulations, and I'm getting into that point where I am really adjusted. I'm doing my assignments. I'm ahead of assignments right now. I'm studying, I'm putting in the work, and I'm hoping to continue that system in next semester. It really all depends on how my classes go because I will be taking a heavier workload than I'm currently taking. Right now I'm not really doing any immensely difficult classes. I'd say besides possibly Korean, but the difficulty, honestly, I don't feel it's not like an ever-present pressure. I don't know really how to describe it. It's like, yeah, it's a hard class, but I'm doing good. I'm doing great in that class. Psychology is fine as well. I don't have to put in too much effort into that class. My migration across Middle East and North Africa class is also very fairly easy to get through. As well as my classics class. That one would have a little bit more difficulty, but it's not bad either. Like, I'm in a happy and steady place right now, and I hope to continue that. Next semester, though, is a lot more math heavy, business heavy stuff, but I'll get through it like I get through most things ever, through continuing to maintain my systems and to take care of myself. I mean, getting my hair braided, getting my hair washed, just those little things that add to my appearance and my mental health that just make me feel better are really important to me, and I'm going to do my best not to give them up in any capacity, even when the going gets tough. Like, how is it going to get better if I don't stick to the things that I know make me feel better? As far as that, slowly getting back into reading as well. I've just finished, what did I finish? Song of Achilles. I've started Circe and also Icebreaker via ebook. I gotta really like dig into Circe. Now that I actually have some free time due to being ahead of assignments, I can actually dedicate some time to getting through those books because I love reading. And I'm glad that I'm in a space where I can actually give it more time and do something that I enjoy. I'm also making soap still. I started doing it as a hobby in the summer, and it has now developed into a business called Chelsea Suds. I'll include the link in the bio, but I actually have some right here. I hand make soap. So the soap is fine, guys. It's fully cured and ready to be sold. And this is Rosa. I do a limited stock of each batch of soap. So this, I made like 12 max. So if you're seeing this video, you want to click that link in the bio if you want to get your hands on it. And then I have one last bar of my original like first batch of soap. I just don't know where it is right now, but it's somewhere in that little stack I have of soap right now, and I'm planning to branch out into new products very soon. Just don't want to overload myself with too much stock all at once. I want to really take the time to experiment with products and see what it is that my consumers or customers, client base, whatever you want to use, see what they're enjoying and see what's working for them. My friends have been very enthusiastic so far. A product that I'm going to be releasing soon once I start making it, waiting for all the ingredients, is I think going to be the hottest seller possibly just because of the season, but the soap is doing quite well for itself, so I'm happy with that. It's something that I'm making sure not to be too stressed about, not to take too seriously, because I'm doing it for fun and I want it to remain as something I do for fun. I don't want it to take any joy from me, so I'm being very careful with that. Indulging in my hobbies, like I mentioned, the reading, doing little bits of manual writing whilst in some classes, gardening as well. I'm a part of the student-run vegetable garden on campus, which I try to go to whenever I'm in the mood, and that's fun. We get lots of fresh produce, and soon we'll be moving to the greenhouse, which I'm actually pretty excited about, because who doesn't want to work in a schmancy greenhouse? There's allegedly chickens as well. I need to see these for myself, but so far I've gotten bell peppers, shishito peppers, tomatillos, cherry tomatoes, just all kinds of different stuff from the garden, and I'm excited to continue doing that. I'm also part of a D&D club, an investment club, a game design and development club where we're going to be creating a game, cooking club. I'm just involved in a lot of extracurriculars right now, and why not? It's first year. I want to try and experiment and have as much fun as possible, because if I'm going to pay to be here, I may as well get, my money's worth while I'm doing it. I'm trying to work out more. I'm definitely not super consistent yet, but at least once a month I go to the gym and do some sort of like planned recreation activity they have there, so like Zumba or cycling and stuff. But the cycling is really hard to get into because there's a limited amount of slots and they fill up really quickly, so trying to I guess, work up the courage to go to the other walking classes and try them out, and then to eventually branch out to just working out myself, trying out the machines. But it is a little bit intimidating. It's not something I'm used to. I barely started working out at Planet Fitness when I was back at home, so it is a little bit scary on my end. I've been working on embracing solitude more, being okay with being with myself, and understanding that sometimes to really get work done, to do some of the things that I need to do in an effective manner, I have to be by myself and not with friends or not with other distractions, and just getting more comfortable with that because I really value companionship. I really value proximity and closeness to other people, but I also have to value my work. I have to make sure I get the stuff done that I need to get done so that I'm not stressed out, so that I'm not rushing to do it at a time where I could be relaxing or working on a video or doing something that brings me joy in another way. That's all about procrastinating and how to, fight that back and get the stuff that I need to get done and do it in a way that makes me feel good. And I'm like, okay, I can see how that paid off. Like, okay, yeah, working on my screen time as well. Actually doing much better, obviously, than in the summer when I had more free time. Baby's got assignments to do, so I can't be on my phone all the time, but definitely dips and falls as always. I'm not perfect. I'm not always going to be like, wow, no social media, not on anything, but all about control and just not beating myself up for things because I'm a human being and I can't be treating myself like a robot when the most of the world doesn't even see me as a human. So yeah, working on my solitude or embracing my solitude. I already mentioned the huge boost to my mental health that is being here and being on campus. It's really pretty. Got my friends, eating food, working out sometimes, just doing so many things that are improving my quality of life has led to an improvement in my mental and emotional health. And I think it's also just shown up in stuff like my body, like my skin doing good, just overall feeling better most of the time, not really feeling depressed anymore, or not anymore as much. And I'm able to see that change, and it makes me feel like I chose the right place to go to. I chose the good next home for these 4 years. One thing that I will also say is I have been drinking a lot of water since I've gotten on here and got a dedicated water bottle. So cute. I love purple. I have so much purple in here. This is purple. My stapler's purple. My kettle's purple. Like, I'm just a purple girly. Like, I don't know what to say. This is pink and blue, but like it's purple adjacent. And that's what really matters. My trash bags are purple. Like, it's purple for life, honestly. But what I wanted to say is I've also stopped cultivating meaningless relationships, recognizing that my time is really precious to me and I can't keep giving and giving and giving so much of myself and only getting hurt and not receiving as much satisfaction as I'm giving in to someone else. Realizing that if a relationship isn't bringing me joy, if I realize that I'm done with it, I'm over it, it's okay to be done and over with it, and it's okay to just let it crumble and die. And sometimes it's not even about it dying, it's about it taking less of a precedence in my life, not dropping my phone for someone anymore, scrambling when I was never receiving that back, and realizing that I matter, like not even in the corny way. I matter, you matter, and people will know if you value them above everything else. And if they're not someone who gives you back that value, then you're just really at a loss and you're the one losing out when they have someone they know values them so much and so highly that they can use and abuse as they please. I feel like I've become much less of a bitter person. I'm happier in so many ways, and realizing that I'm able to be happy without people has really been so amazing and so powerful for me. And seeing in ways how the loss of my presence has been felt, and just how I'm honestly just doing so fine and well, it just makes me realize that some relationships don't matter as much as you think they do while you're in the midst of it. Sometimes they're just really of low and little significance, but because you don't have that power, because you don't have that belief and love in yourself. You don't realize it at first, and once you do become a lot more self-loving and caring and compassionate in many ways, your relationships improve and develop, and you naturally attract the sort of people that match the energies that you're putting out. And so don't be desperate, guys. Don't be desperate for friends. Don't be desperate for romance. Don't be desperate for any of it. Continue to build and cultivate the person that you are, and you will find people who meet that built and cultivated version of yourself. This is also transferred into a really just lack of concern for romance right now. Of course, I 100% find people attractive, but I just don't feel that same longing anymore for a relationship. I feel a lot more secure in myself, a lot more loved by my friends, loved by myself. And if someone happens to come my way and happens to meet my criteria and my standards and is a loving and caring and devoted person, then we'll see how that goes, and I will be open to receiving that person in my life. I'm a lot less close-guarded. I'm open and I'm warm, and you know, I may have a resting face, but if you talk to me and we have a good convo, then you're okay in my book, honestly, in so many different ways. You're okay with me. We're friends. Don't worry. I don't have this high barrier of entry. I'll suss you out from the start, and if you meet my parameters, then we're chilling. We're kikiing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm finally coming into and realizing I'm, like I say it jokingly sometimes, but I am generally such a cool person and loving person, and that's reflected in the fact that I'm not all by myself and lonely. I have my friends, I have my people who are attracted to me, and I love them in many different ways, and they love me in many different ways, and we vocalize this, and it's great, guys. Love and affection and compassion amongst comrades is a great and wonderful thing. And when you're a cool and amazing person, people will tell you you're cool and amazing, and you'll realize it, and you'll be like, wait a minute. One day you'll be like, maybe I am cool and amazing, so many people are telling me I'm cool and amazing. And I wish that for all of you watching this video. I'm very interested to know, what point in your life are you right now? How are you doing? Are you growing? Are you listening to my videos where I'm trying to help you on your path of self-realization and fulfillment? Oh, maybe that is what my channel's about. I don't know, but if you've watched this far, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. I love learning about other people. I will be reading the comments. So thank you so much if you've made it this far into the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.